Ta-da!
What is up, Chubbs? What is happening, my Damie?
What it's up?
It is your girl, your favorite Chubbette here. So, I decided to go back to Judge Vonda B court. She has not recorded in a while, so I'm going in the Wayback Machine and seeing an episode or two that I have not seen. So this one episode was like 2 years ago. It's called Pay or Nah. So we're gonna check that one out. Like I said, if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comments section, or you can send it to my DM on my Instagram. I know somebody did send me one. I recorded it, but unfortunately there's some stuff with copyright crap, so I'm trying to figure that out with the one that was suggested. So I'm going to react to this one, and I'm not gonna hold you. So without further ado, let's get into.
All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge's case number JVB1066, Ward case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated.
Oh, this two men. What's going on here? Huh?
Okay, Mr. Ward, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
All right, now, okay. Now, let me just kind of cut to the chase of the thing.
Oh, I would think she'll want you to.
I was engaged to the mama of his child.
Okay.
And, we were just having a good time, and he was really getting ready to have a wedding, and, the reception at Genghis Grill and everything was all set up. But unfortunately, she had fallen ill. COVID had got her. And then all of a sudden one day, she's just gone.
Oh,
sorry to hear that.
no.
Yeah, but I mean, I had to take little Malaysia into my arms and try to explain things. I call her my little bit because, we just kicked it off right away. I'm talking about pretty much on the first date that I went on with them, because she brought her with her on our first date, which makes a lot of sense. And we just have been.
And Malaysia is the child?
Yes, ma'am.
How old is Malaysia?
She's 7.
Okay.
And, she's one of those smart little girls where you can't really get a whole lot past her. She's going to call you on
You
your
could tell
stuff.
he really loved her.
And that's what I appreciated about her. That's why we clicked so well, because her mama was the same way.
Sounds like a good kid.
Well, yeah, she's wonderful. I mean, she she's on point with all of her schoolwork. She loves doing her homework. Our thing is to watch some Schoolhouse Rock on YouTube to let her know how the old school did it and everything.
Yeah, that's old
and
school,
so
honey.
our favorite hangout is the Sesame Place. She loves to go there. She saw one episode of Lego Masters, and I took her to the Lego place out there and
that's
the shops in Willow Bend and everything. So it's like, that's been my road dog. That's been my everything and all that kind of stuff.
Sounds like the two of you have a great relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously. I mean, I just love having her, like my own child. And I feel like that she is actually my own child. I know that she only likes broccoli with ketchup, and she likes fish sticks with ketchup.
Oh, that
and
sounds
she likes
like
corn with
something
ketchup. I don't know what this thing is about ketchup.
Me either.
Sounds like a child. Sound like children.
But I know how she likes that. I know that she's got to have that mood light on when she goes to sleep. I know that if I don't put those downy beads in with her blanket, that she's not going to sleep. So I do everything. I mean, I talk to the teachers. I got her on the after school program.
You being a parent.
I mean,
you being her
everything
parent.
that I could possibly want to do for a child, I do for her.
Okay.
And so my thing is that, I'm doing all the things that a dad would do for his daughter. And little bit in me, it's like, hey, I mean, I might as well just go ahead and say that she's mine, because, up until the time that she and I and her mother were together, that's just the way it was. When it was with her, I was with them. So it's like, I feel like I take care of her.
Okay.
And since I figure I take care of her, then, then this.
Not to be frank, but how's this being straight to the point? I mean, no, I get the background because, he lost his fiance and she has his child, and COVID, like I said, COVID was taking people down. And he, explaining what he do for the child. I get that. But not kind of straight to the point, but I can understand him explaining the situation.
Cat over here, you figured that, that he's got something to say about it. When I've hardly seen him, granted, she's the child's daddy. Every once in a while he'll come around. Every once in a while he'll visit her and all that kind of stuff, but he don't know.
What do you mean by every once in a while?
But every once in a while, it's like he'll come, he might honk the horn or whatever.
Honk the horn?
He'll come out and see, and this is the one thing about her, she knows no strangers.
Okay, so you're referring, you called him a cat. What?
Okay.
That slang.
So this is her
Vonda.
dad.
This is her dad, yes.
Okay, so you're saying he's not doing all of the things that you're doing with Little Bit, right?
No, not at all. Really,
and you know that for a fact?
Well, this is how I look at it. If he was like a real man, if he was really taking care of his business, handling his business, then I wouldn't have any room to have proposed to Little Bit's mama. I wouldn't have even a place in her radar. But the fact that I did.
Sir, is that a dig? Is that a dig? He said he was doing what he was supposed to do. I wouldn't even be here. It'd be y'all three. You digging, sir. I like it.
Did, to me, kind of says something. Come on, man. It's like,
So let me ask my question again.
Okay.
You know this for a fact that he's not active in her life.
Well, the one thing that I know is that a lot of things that she needs and that she likes and dislikes, he hardly knows half of that.
Oh.
As far as, come on. It's
Sir,
like,
give me 1 second. I'm about to have him wrap it up.
Okay,
yeah, because this is not straight to the point, sir.
When it comes between me and him, she comes to me. When it comes
that
to
you know of.
Yeah, that I see. Every time that he comes, I give them their space, but I'm looking at her body language and she's like, man, when's this gonna be over? So it's like,
yeah, because she ready to come home with her real dad.
No.
Okay, Mr. Ward, give me 1 second. Your story was beautiful. It was very colorful.
Yes.
And that's not to say that you're being untruthful about anything. However, I would like to also hear from Dad, because as you know, there are always two sides to every story, well, really three, and the truth lies somewhere in between them, right?
I understand.
So give me a moment, and I'll go over to Dad.
All right.
Now, Dad, it sounds like, your daughter and Mr. Ward have a great relationship, but is it true these, allegations he's saying about you not being very active and involved?
None of it, ma'am. I see my child every time I'm off work, and every time I'm off, I go and pick her up, and she stays with me for the whole 4 days. I work 3 days on, 4 days off, and he knows it. And when we talk to her on the phone, she says he's too invasive. He always, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he always in her face and want to know
like
this.
a helicopter dad.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Like a microscope.
Okay, hopefully we'll get to this conversation later. But why you ain't got custody? Why does he? Maybe there's some paper that the mom put around or something, but I'm like, why dad ain't got custody? That's the question I want to ask. Like, maybe there's some paperwork or something. I don't know.
That's how she feels, and she don't like it. And then as far as me and my child's mother splitting up, that was between us. That was years before she even met you, so you can't put that on me.
Well, I can't put a lot on you. Okay, fine. You can call me helicopter all you want to, but you were not there when her mama died, man. You weren't there to have to console her when she was crying and didn't go to sleep. You weren't there. I was there.
You didn't even tell me. I was at work. You didn't even tell me.
See, that's the thing. You are always at work. You're always at work.
And see, here's the thing.
There is a miscommunication.
I know there are a lot of emotions going on. I usually don't let people talk back and forth to each other.
I'm so sorry.
But I do understand the underlying issue here. Especially with, your fiance passing away. I definitely understand that.
It's a lot to deal with that.
I'm just trying to get some clarity here because according to the paperwork that you filed, Mr. Ward, there is a court order in place.
Yes.
And it names your fiance as the custodial parent and dad as the non-custodial parent. And you are essentially trying to modify this order.
Well, yeah, because essentially, to me, I became the custodial parent.
Okay. And you understand how you feel is not what the law says, right?
I do understand that. But Your Honor, the one thing that I do know is that the custodial duties I have taken on, and I know it's not by emotion, and I'm not even just talking about emotion, I'm talking about my actions. The teachers know me. The teachers call me.
Hold that thought. The teachers know you as well?
Yes, ma'am. Now, granted, he lives closer to the school, so he's up there just a little bit more than me, but anytime they call, I stop what I'm doing and I'm on my way.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
It sounds like he's pretty involved. And tell me some things you and your daughter do together.
Well, I take her to piano. I pay for her piano lessons.
Okay.
Oh,
Some days when I'm off, I take her. He takes her other days. I pay for her to be in karate class.
Okay.
We go to Six Flags together. We go skating together.
Okay.
I try to teach her how to bowl. We have fun. We go to my mom's house and I drop her off, and she enjoys spending time over there mostly.
All right.
Oh.
So she has a good relationship with grandmother. It sounds like this child is just well loved all around.
It does.
Both sides. I mean,
it does. And I'm hoping they bring this up of why the father don't have custody, because it sounds like he got a good support system on his side. So I'm not understanding why, unless the mother put it in paper that she wanted the child to go to her fiance, I'm still trying to understand how he got custody and if dad don't. I don't have kids, so I don't know. So it must be some paperwork involved.
There any chance of the two of you trying to get along to make it work for the
Dang, you said that real quick.
Her dad, but he keeps saying, oh, she needs to be here, and my child's mother is no longer here, so I'm trying to get him to court to get full custody of my child.
Okay. Makes sense.
So that's how.
And that's why he's upset.
You're not gonna be around too much longer.
No, man, no, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. No.
Well, neither one of you are going to talk to each other like anything anymore. I'm ready to make my ruling. I've heard what the both of you have to say. I understand that dad is pretty involved with the child. He's paying for teaching her how to skate, paying for karate. She has a great relationship with her paternal grandmother. It sounds like dad wants to be a part of the child's life. I also understand, Mr. Ward, your heavy involvement with the child. You have a nickname for her. You all do things together. She loves ketchup. You know all about her nightlife and her sleep routines and everything like that. However, that does not negate the fact of what the law says. Mm-hmm. The child was not left with you by dad. Her dad is still alive. Sounds like he's very active. Doesn't sound like he, is a deadbeat parent by any means. He doesn't want to lose her. That any parent would do. And he also said he's trying to petition the court at some point to get sole custody of his daughter. So based on that, I have no other choice but to dismiss your claim because you do not have any grounds to be petitioning this court for child support.
You can't.
Is there anything further?
What's so funny?
No, ma'am, I'm very happy with the verdict.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
So it just sounds like with him, with the fiance, he don't want to lose her. He has a relationship with the mother, and the mother's gone. It's his last connecting relationship with his fiance. But it looks like dad is involved. Dad gets her 4 days a week and lets you have her 3 days a week and everything else. And now he wants his daughter home with him. So you can't do nothing but step out of the way if he does fill those papers out, because obviously the situation is not in paper that you have full guardianship. So that is it for that video. Like I said, if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section or send me a DM to my Instagram and I'll check it out there. And that is it. And I don't have to tell you what you need to do. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of the screen. And if you stay to the end, thank you for coming around my way.
Sadate.